What's going on, people? Welcome to the live fan forum. Manchester United 3, Everton 3, drop points in the dying moments of the game. Had the game, I'm not going to say had the game won, but in total control. A capitulation at the beginning of the second half. Managed to get ourselves back in front, and defensive lapses have cost us. But at the top of the video, guys, we listen. At the end of the day, it was a bad result today, and it wasn't the result that we wanted. That would have marked a significant day for us on the anniversary of the Busby Babes team, and obviously that Munich air disaster that happened all those years ago. We're always thinking about it. The flowers of Manchester, they will never be forgotten, and what that team would have went on to achieve and done was just short of disappointing is an understatement. What a tragedy it was, and the work that Jimmy Murphy done in the aftermath of that, while Sir Matt was recovering, and we had to rebuild that team. We never even would have had the foundations to expect the things that we expect, of the reasons why we're disappointed with results like this and where we currently are as a football club. It's all based from that Busby Babes side. So we're always thinking about that, and a great commemoration of that at the beginning of the game. And on to the game, guys. Kev, you wasn't here on the last fan forum. You missed the 9-0 thriller. And what a goal, what a game, sorry. And then you come today, listen, 2-0 up. You're probably thinking, I'll tell you what, I'll have a bit of that. We're all asking for a game where we can be 2-0 up, see the game out, kind of get a comfortable win. We got like an emphatic win against Southampton. It's that kind of it's not really, it's just a bit too far right. And then this feels now like a loss.
Yeah. And exactly, you've got all the crack there. Midweek, I couldn't do that fan forum. And look at the boys, man, 9-0. What a fan forum that would be to do. And listen, it's a reality check, a massive, massive reality check. But at the same time, Manchester United bossed this game for large parts of the game. And that is the killer thing at the minute. It's like, how have we actually drawn this game? There is no doubt that a 3-3 result is an absolute shocking result. We can look at the fact of Harry Maguire and Lindelof breed no confidence as a centre-back pairing. We've spoke about this many times before, but we were in a position many times today to get the job done, and we should have seen it out. I think De Gea has made a couple of mistakes. I don't want to be highly critical of him. He's been a great servant for Manchester United, but it's a disaster of a result. You know, Everton are walking off that pitch as if they've just won the Premier League or actually won a trophy or something. We thought we were in a title race, or were there knocking about. For me, if Man City go and do a job on Liverpool tomorrow, that puts forward their intentions and shows that they are the team to beat. They are the team to chase. And you just can't drop points like we have done today. It is so disappointing. It really is.
Amino says, Flex, I cannot believe we lost that match, because it does feel like a loss, guys. It feels like we've thrown the game away. I don't care about the point. Obviously, yeah, it's not as bad as losing, but when you lose it in that manner, it feels like a loss. And in the context of this title race that we're in, it feels like a loss. I cannot believe we lost the match. De Gea and Maguire and Lindelof Lindelof need to be dropped. We cannot win the title with that defense. Next super chat here. John is the latest member of the United Stand Members Club. Big up to you. Joseph Terrell says, people are having a go at De Gea, but there's only so much the man can do with that defense in front of him. We need a centre-back desperately. I don't care how much it costs. Bruno was fantastic, though. 100%. I'm sure in the segment of the show when we do discuss the positives, we will talk a lot about Bruno today. Ryan N says, look what this team has done to my man KG. He's taken his condom off. Well done, man. United, you happy now that it's off? Gaz is the latest member of the United Stand Members Club. Big up to you, Gaz. And Robert Davis says, if we have Van Dijk or Ruben Diaz, we win this game. Is that what it is, Jay? Is it as simple as that? If we don't have that centre-back pairing that is scared shitless of pace, running at it in Calvert-Lewin and Richarlison and co in other games, we win the game today.
Okay, Flex, to break it down, the first show I did with you guys was when Leipzig knocks out of the Champions League, and I christened the two lads, Vicky and Maggie, and I've stood by that for the last 3 months. Some of you here have been singing Maguire's praises for the last couple of games. I never agree with you. Everyone has their opinions, but it's improving time and time and time again. They cannot deal with pace. Back in December, when we beat Everton 2-1, you recall the game. I think there was 3 minutes to go,
3-1.
and Eric, it was a 3-1. Apologies. Yeah. Eric Bailly pulled off 2 last-ditch tackles on Calvert-Lewin.
Thank you.
Which I think literally won the game for us. Now, I know Eric Bailly was injured and couldn't play today. Fair enough. But Axel Swansea wasn't injured. We knew who Everton were going to play. I've said it 1,000 times. None of us have a UEFA Pro license. It's not rocket science. You're playing against a fast, nippy, physical centre forward. Play a fast, nippy, physical centre half, which we have neither. Harry Maguire is 6'4". But I'm sorry, guys. He's soft as shite.
Useless.
He's soft. He literally is soft. He's soft mentality. I think he's soft mentality. He doesn't lead. He can't command a back four. Back in January, guys, I said on one of our shows that if we didn't sign a centre half, that it was tantamount to sabotage on behalf of the board. And look where we are tonight. We have grasped a draw from the jaws of victory. Like, we're literally going forward, we're like Tarzan, but we defend like Jane. So how the hell can you expect to win at home to Everton, defend like Jane? Guys, I'm so, like, Tuesday night, we were all high as kites on 9 goals. We are now completely crestfallen. I don't know about you guys, but my weekend is ruined. Honest to God, my weekend is over now.
It's the home form that is worrying. You know, I heard Paul Scholes say after the game, you think Crystal Palace, Tottenham beat us, what, 6-1? You know, even Arsenal, for Christ's sake, and how dog shit are Arsenal? Even Arsenal beat us. Sheffield United, our home form has been absolutely terrible this season. But it's just a good job that our away form has been, you know, top notch. Because otherwise, where would we be? And where would we be without Bruno Fernandes?
Exactly. I'm going to get these super chats out. There's a lot of them. We get through them before I bring Jack and KG in. Kara Singh says, I love Rashi, but shouldn't Rashi be also blamed for today? He does that almost every game with poor finishing and decision making. Sean Collins says, goalkeepers command their box. You shove your own player if you have to. Very poor for 2 years now, De Gea. So a lot of criticism coming in for David De Gea today. Another super chat here. Samuel says, Ollie watched Ancelotti change the tactics and subs and did nothing. This draw is on Ollie and the 2 fridges we have as centre-backs. Mike Thomas says, issue at the back goes beyond just pace now. Didn't see Maguire and Lindelof communicate. We need a centre-back with both pace and a commanding presence. They just do not complement each other, do they? In their own right as individuals, they're half-decent defenders with the right partner, but they just do not complement each other, guys. Leon Harris is the latest member of the United Stand Members Club. Big up to you. United Shamrocks says, Mark said not getting a centre-back would cost us, and it has, similar to what Jay has been saying. DM7 says, birthday tomorrow, was hoping for a win, but of course it had to end like that. Can't count on these centre-backs, and can Donny play centre-back? LOL. Love the show, guys. And this next one is from Victor. Victor says, getting a quick centre-back won't change Harry's defensive abilities. I'm sorry, but Harry equals a tortoise. Gutted. Thomas says, why can't we possess the ball for more than 10 seconds at the end to close the match? It's an absolute siege on our net every stoppage time. Yeah, this exactly why we were even in that position. And I think we are there or thereabouts. KG, listen, I know you're going to have a lot to say, but a lot of people are saying this, that the title races or the title race that we were in, we were hoping to be in, whatever, is over now, or won't be sustained because of this relationship between Lindelof and Maguire, and it will ultimately end up costing us? One, I'm going to ask you, is it over as it stands if City win tomorrow? Yeah. Two, I'm going to ask you, if you don't think it's over because of that, will it be sustainable with this centre-back pairing?
It's over, man. You can't do that. You can't. The game against... I'm trying to think of the game that we lost, and then you lost Sheffield United. Kev was like, if a team loses that game, you know, you question they're not champions. You know what I mean? I was like, nah, let's wait. Let's give them the next game. Who do we play next? Because I can't remember.
0-0. Arsenal, yeah.
Arsenal 0-0. That was tepid. Then we had the lucky. Then we had the 9-0. Great result. Fantastic. We're bouncing. But if a team gives away 3 goals at home, yeah, from from a winning position, not we were losing, you had to come back. You say to yourself, that's not a champion winning side, you know. And I'm frustrated. I'm sitting here like there's no condom hound today, bruv. That man saying bareback FC in the free seats. Like I was like, no, I'm not putting in effort, bruv. Do you know what I mean? Like I said to myself, if we're gonna play this shit, bruv, yeah, because that's what today is. Today I'm fuming, fam, and I'm trying to like stay like, you know, you want to be measured, you want to be this, but it's bullshit. You know what I mean? At the back, it's bullshit. Same mode. You look at them and you say to yourself, do you know what hurts the most is they're all bad. And not even in, like, let's talk about Maguire. Yeah, Maguire at the back. What is he? You know what I mean? Like, again, you say to yourself, there's a moment when he's running onto it, and you know you can give players confidence. Calvert-Lewin probably decided, you know what? There was a moment when Maguire's trying to he's on the ball and he's getting harried.
He's just trying to win a free kick instead of passing
and
it
then
back.
And he goes down. Yeah, I don't need my captain doing that. It's not sending the right message. You got Cavani running all over the pitch, trying to, and it is inspiring the team. You see when Cavani's pressing and trying to close down space, other people are gonna run. When your captain, the strength, the person that's supposed to be the beacon of the club, lies down the way he did, it's embarrassing, bruv. Yeah. Then we move on. Then we move on to who else have we got in there? Because there's so many. De Gea. It's inexcusable. What De Gea did tonight, yeah, was almost like, what can you break it down to? What could you call it? It was almost like sabotage. Like, you parry the first ball out. Okay, so you make your first mistake. I'm like, De Gea, that's not what I wanted from you. But let's have a bet. Let's play better going through this game. And then the last opportunity, you're not speaking, you're not organizing, you can't even come collect it, or you're not even brave enough. It's embarrassing. I'm not even going to... Lindelof, there's no words on Lindelof. Now, people want to talk about attackers. I'm telling you right now, your team are not allowed to score 3 goals and you give that away. It's not allowed to happen on any day. You know, we're talking, what about a team that can win 1-0? This is the biggest embarrassment for how, like, the goals we scored today don't deserve that.
I feel like this is worse than the Sheffield United game. We lost that game. Do you know what I mean? Because I think the problem with this game is that, I get it. On paper, you can say, don't be so stupid. We got 0 points in that game and we got 1 point in this. But when you break it down, you're right. Because the Sheffield United game looked like a game where, you know what? All of you didn't turn up. Put that aside. That's your big blip in the season. Apart from the first 3 games when you were shocking, we'll give you that. We'll give you that credit because you were due a real bad performance and it came. Can you bounce back, etc.? 2-0 up. Managing the game very well when you know, but 2-0 up with warning. 2-0 up with warning. Calvert-Lewin before halftime, warning signs. Everton not playing the ball in the channels when they had the chances in transition, warning signs. But great mentality shown, attacking-wise, all the attacking players doing what they need to do, fullbacks bombing on, keeping Everton pending for the most part. 2 amazing goals, 2 brilliant goals, 2-0 up at halftime. What am I going to say now? Game management. Can you manage the game? 2-2 within 10 minutes. 2-2 within 10 minutes. That there is inexcusable, but then you get it back to 3-2. So again, it's probably looking like one of them ones where we come on the fan forum, which we've been saying pretty much after every game this year. Oh, Flipping out. I don't know if those are sustainable, man, but we got away with one. But listen, City play Liverpool tomorrow. We just had to get the 3 points. Let's see what happens. Concede in the last minute. Pathetic. You're right, KG. Jack, I'm going to bring you straight in. I'm just going to get these super chats out because there's a hell of a lot. SBU says Maguire is a failure and is no leader to think the club brought him to partner Lindelof, and Ollie's decision-making cost us the points and possibly the title. Alan says, stats show De Gea made 7 mistakes last season, 2 more this game, whereas Henderson at Sheffield United only made 1. Why is he untouchable? No one talks about De Gea. Interesting. Cherie just made a contribution, just out of anger. No chat, just contribution. Okay. That angry. Marcus Bonetto says, Wan-Bissaka needlessly giving the ball away in the 94th minute. De Gea starting a counter-attack in the 91st. Yeah, to throw it to he threw it to Rashford, didn't he? Anyway, in the 91st minute, immaturity. Maguire has me speechless, says Marcus. Show Rahman says, impossible to win the league cup, let alone a title with that defense. Also hate to say, but De Gea is a Finnish keeper. Also was Tuanzebe sub necessary. A lot of people talking about that, what kind of message it sends, bringing him on cold. Obviously, what is he talking away about? United Shamrock says the board have to wake up now in the transfer window. Shelf the Sancho deal, buy the centre-back and defensive midfielder that is needed. Another contribution here from John P says the way Mark defended De Gea, he should go watch Peter Schmeichel play. The way he commanded his box, basically saying that De Gea was bad. And Anthony says Phil Jones could be the answer. Serious comment. Well, the irony in that is he's basically saying with Maguire and Lindelof, it's so bad. Even Phil Jones might be the answer. Ironically, GTJ says Maguire not the problem. He's proven he's good with the right partner. Lindelof is atrocious. I don't know. Can't head, weak, no pace, only good on the ball, not enough. I don't know, GTJ. I respect your opinion. I don't think Lindelof is atrocious. I think he's steady. I think it just those two together is what the issue is.
Wait, 1 second. Sorry. Because we should respond to some of these super chats. Because we sometimes we keep going through it and we'll miss the point that comes up. Maguire, his leadership in the air, he's supposed to be, you expect him to clear that. That's one of those, when you say, yeah, that's 3 points. There's moments where you're saying, Maguire, do something. Be the leader at the back. Is he vocal enough? Do you not think Maguire is vocal enough?
No, he shouldn't be. He shouldn't be the captain of Manchester United.
Not at all.
Not a chance.
KG, I don't know how much of what I was saying you heard because it seemed to be come in and out. Did you hear what I said when I was talking about Maguire?
Yeah, we heard.
Look, I actually think that Lindelof is actually the better defender. The only thing Maguire offers is he can head a ball defensively. He can't do it offensively. He's slow. He's not a leader. There's no question the word is not a leader. Like the last 10 minutes, Cavani cleared from 3 headers, from 1 from free kick and 2 from crosses. Cavani was clearing from headers, right? Cavani's leader, Bruce's leader. I said at the last show, guys, and I'm going to requote myself, I said, Maguire couldn't lead a stag party in Bangkok. And I stand by that statement. The very fact that he's still a captain, that is on the manager. He didn't captain himself. That's on the manager. Yeah. There's nothing we do with the price tag. Okay, easy word, Amy, clearly not. But anytime we buy a player, especially an English player, we pay the English tax. Is Maguire worth 30 million? Probably not. So the price tag, you got to park it. Kevin, you said before, Kevin, the price tag right now is irrelevant. But unfortunately, guys, we are stuck with him. Solskjaer has put his reputation on signing Maguire as his centre back and his captain. That's on the manager. I'm sorry, guys, but it is.
It's his decision.
Can I just say one thing, right? We talk about mismanagement of Manchester United and transfer dealings and what goes on. I was listening to Talk Sport the other day and Charlie Austin was on. And he said, have you heard when he said about Virgil van Dijk?
Yeah,
so he says to Virgil van Dijk, Man United must have been in for you. This is before he moved to Liverpool. And he said, Ed Woodward was in touch, but he's decided to go for Lindelof. Why?
Useless. Yeah. Absolutely useless.
So then we sign Harry Maguire, whatever, a couple of years after, and we have to match that same fee that Liverpool paid to break the balance to bring Van Dijk to Liverpool. that, you know, the 80 million or whatever that we paid for Maguire, that's where the management of Manchester United, where you look behind the scenes and think, what is actually going on? How can you compare Harry Maguire to Virgil van Dijk? It's madness.
And that's basically what they've done. Listen, Jack, 20 minutes in, you haven't.
No, it's fine. I'm listening. I'm absolutely.
I'm just going to fly these super chats out because there's loads. They've got to put respect to them for their time out. And then the floor is yours, Jack. Rasmus says, why use the subs in the end? If you sub Mason, it should be for a midfielder. Why put a shaky and cold defender into a shaky defense? Matic would have been better. Paul B says, further evidence we need a defense, but stay positive, boys. This is a unique season. We may still steal it. A long way to go. We stand with the farmers as well, definitely in India as well, what's going on there. Ryan Foster says, on a lighter note, we played some saucy football, but defensive mistakes cost us yet again. Absolutely gutted. Big up yourself there, Ryan, for the bit of positivity. We will come to the people who actually did do their jobs tonight. Kevin Mowry says, we had a free kick with a couple minutes left. Shocking we can't keep the ball for a few minutes. 100%. I saw us up the top end of the pitch near the corner flag. Just keep the football. I was saying here, I was like, as professional footballers, why can I not just keep the ball for 3 minutes? Actually, just not let, that's what you do in training every day. You do small-sided games, possession-based games. If you think about it, when there were 3 minutes left, I was like, oh, we should just be, like on a FIFA game when you try and close it out and the other person.
On the flag.
Exactly.
Just keep passing it about. Keep passing it about.
The ball, bruv, but you're doing midfield passes. Fred and McTominay.
Stupid. Game management. Mustafa says, oh, right. I can't lie. Harry Kane's lips and Phil Jones can communicate better than Maguire. You're being a bit silly there, bit rude, but I get what you're saying. Gaz Hardy says, United need depth. Ollie has to play the same every week because if you change that team, you lose the attacking momentum. And Stephen says, Mark absolves the keeper of the blame, just not good enough. On the other hand, Scotland beat England in the Calcutta Cup. United miles off the trophy. And Tuba says, I thought when we had Cavani fouled on the last minute, we won it. What the hell happened to that? Exactly. Poor game management. Farah says centre-backs were horrible. Rashford should have been subbed off for Martial. Rashford cannot hold on to the ball. There is a saying, offense wins games, defense wins championships. I used to use that in basketball a hell of a lot. My coach did. And Kevin says, enough about who the captain is. There are 10 other players on the pitch. Certain players consistently let us down in the main crucial moments. So many super chats here, guys. And the last one is MPG says, can't see many midfielders in the world replacing Pogba. Hopefully he stays and hopefully his injury isn't too long. Jack, floor's yours.
I feel like I'm repeating a lot of the points that have been said already, but yeah, I'm just absolutely seething. We will never win a league title with the back four we currently possess. And you can talk about the depth all you want, but you've brought it up yourselves. We've not got a natural leader in that back four. You think about the leaders we've had in our team, Ferdinand, Vidic, Stam, Maguire, Lindelof, Bailly, Tuanzebe. Tuanzebe could come in. I understand the pace issue, but Tuanzebe's not good enough to win us titles. It's simple as. And people are saying we're one signing away from doing this and that and, challenging City and winning the Premier League. But that's a massive piece of a massive piece of the jigsaw that we're leaving out. And the management and the board, we haven't gone out and got our targets. We haven't gone out and got, Upamecano's just one of the examples. But we need a centre-back that is going to lead. A lot of the corners Everton had in that game, Calvert-Lewin was being a nuisance. De Gea was struggling. And I just want to bring it back to that equaliser, which I'm still absolutely seething about. De Gea has to come off his line more and command. Like, you look at Calvert-Lewin in the space he's got before he puts it past De Gea. He has got time to come out there, boys. He has got time to come out there, De Gea. But he's not... You're right, KG, with your point. He's not organising his... the back four in the right way. He should be sitting there. I know you're saying the defence in front of him, but the ball's coming from 45, like the halfway line. In the final dying seconds of the game, you should be all doing your jobs. And you let Everton in behind so easily. The goals were so infuriating. Lindelof, the ball's in behind to Richarlison. Flex said it in the first half. Everton weren't doing that. What do they do second half? Play the balls in behind to Richarlison. What happens? You see, just put 2 and 2 together and you just see how frustrating this United team can be. It's so frustrating. It gets on my nerves because Maguire, you talk about the price tag, it's nothing to do with that. It's not, £80 million, he can't help that. It's what's happened between the two clubs, but the actual player, Harry Maguire, can't help his price tag. However, it is unacceptable the way we throw away that game. And Axel's foul for the free kick, again, why is it like, I don't understand these decisions. Axel, he came into the game. I think the decision to bring Mason off, even at that time, was a little bit. I just didn't really see the point in it. I think going forward, we presented opportunities for ourselves. Two good goals, and obviously the McTominay goal was well taken. But it's just fine margins. And yes, if we won this game 3-2, it's 3 points. But we haven't won this game, and. We're just throwing things away as we do. We've been on a great run away from home. Our home form's not been good enough. End of story. This team just isn't there yet, and it's unacceptable.
I think that last point Jack says there is this. Listen, we are 100% within our rights in the moments to get behind the title challenge. You're top of the league, or you're 2 points off, and stuff like that. However, and that's our like KG said, I think he said it when we was on AFTV, we've got one job to do as fans. Just support the team. So, not saying that it's flip-floppy, but if you're in a good moment, of course you should celebrate that. Mm-hmm. But what we are saying there, like what Jack said there, the last point he made there, is we are just seeing why we're not there yet. Like it is that, and why at this current moment, yes, it's a crazy season. So listen, City could lose tomorrow, or it could be a draw, and then it's as you were.
Jay made a great point, and it's a point that we haven't really looked at. And once again, the board are always going to get away. We said that Ollie has done this surprisingly. Like, this is a surprise to be in the position that we're in. Is a surprise. Now, it's January comes around, and all we needed. Everyone in their dog could see we needed a centre back. Everybody can see it. Literally, like, we all know, get a centre back. It shows that we're on a level. It shows that Upamecano is going to be going. Literally, at the end of the season, he's going to go for 40 million. If you are serious and you think, you know what, winning this title, it's been 8 years, I think, was it 7 years since we've been won a title. We can reset the clock and put ourselves in a great place. Yes, you lose out on 10, 20 million. We've spent money in worse ways in the past. Let's do it. Instead of competing with all these clubs, Leipzig would have literally taken the money quickly. They're in financial issues. You bring in the player, the whole thing is different. What we done now, we've gone in and same thing. Bailly, he's in a car crash. Even worse. Bailly gets injured on the pitch, and I'm not even trying to make any jokes about Bailly's situation because it's serious and he's okay. But Bailly doesn't need to be in any kind of off-field injury when his injuries on the pitch take so long for him to recover. So we know Bailly has been a liability. Then you say to yourself, well, let's look at Twanzebe. Yet currently he hasn't got the confidence.
Yeah, but he's not good. He's not good enough.
He's not. No, I think when we saw him at Aston Villa, I was excited about the centre back that I thought we was going to be getting. Currently, right now, every decision that he makes is a bad one.
But he's coming in cold as well. He's coming in off the back.
He played well against PSG.
There he goes. No, but sometimes if you're why I look to Virgil van Dijk and the difference of what Maguire is offering us is whoever you put next to Virgil, he will lead them through the game. Yeah, he'll help them through the game, and he'll just kind of get them through.
It makes the other person better.
He's had terrible partners.
Virgil van Dijk could talk Phil Jones through a game. He could make him look like Franco Baresi. And that's saying something.
You got two guys. You got Lindelof that's been here for the longest time, and you got our captain, in Maguire, and there's nothing. Literally, there is nothing happening. And there's so much to get into because we can talk from this place, but then there's Rashford wins a header, and you think that winning that header, we should be fine now. It was one of them clever ones. At the end of the game, see it out. the same shit, bro. We keep like even when we get onto the Fred situation, all of a sudden today people are starting to notice where Fred is lacking, but where it can hurt us, where it hurts us. Pogba, as soon as Pogba came off that pitch, the game changed. You know, we lost control of the game, and Pogba and McTominay were controlling things. Fred, I don't know if it just took him a while to kind of warm up.
He came in cold as well. He was like, "Oh shit, I've got to come on."
Yeah, he came in, and it's the same. Just
quickly, listen, guys, because there's so many super chats. I think my role in tonight's show is probably just to read them out and let you guys do the talking because there's just so much to do. Hammerhead says the result is not De Gea's fault. I can't believe people are going in on him. Maguire is the problem for me. Lindelof and Bailly going forward for me. Shamrock United Shamrock says Ollie had no other choice in playing Harry and Victor and Axel not being trusted and Eric being injured. Look, they were still at fault, but Ollie's hands are tied behind his back because of the board, like what we were just alluding to. Belly Visual, thanks for contribution, says Lindelof is better than Maguire. Maguire English, he won't get the backlash. Example, Pogba had a shot saved against Liverpool. He got the backlash. Rashford done that nonsense in the box against Arsenal. He never got the backlash. Basically saying that the foreign players don't get treated as fairly, which I do think there's a lot of media bias. Trust me, guys, there is. I know that. AD416 says it could get worse. We could almost see Sir Philip Jones partner up with Maguire at this rate. Daily Smith says too much pressure for the new incoming centre back. That there is a lot of pressure on whoever this new centre back is. Because of the type of centre-back we need it to be and what we need them to come in and do, they need to know that the weight will be on their shoulders because we are expecting massive things from whoever this is going to be. Isaac says, as KG said, since Pogba came off, the whole game changed, in my opinion. Yeah, I agree. It did change the way we played. Kevin says, Tuanzebe was amazing for Villa because he played week in, week out. He came back and doesn't play. And he's young. Exactly. He had a great season at Villa. And I really wanted him to actually stay up. Carry on, stay there. But the fact that Ollie kept him, I thought that's got to be good. He's going to play, and he didn't. Duncan says United have 10 more goals than City, but conceded more than every club in the top half, plus Burnley. Joke. That right there, Duncan, is probably the super chat of the evening so far. United have 10 more goals than City, but conceded more than every club in the top half and Burnley. That is a joke. Guys, if you want the reason why, like we've been talking about here on the fan forum, this is why we were nowhere near it. This is why. You cannot concede more than every other team in the top half of the league and Burnley and expect to win the league. It just does not work like that. And Gabe says, racial abuse. Do you know what? I was going to say this. If Axel Tuanzebe gets the same racial treatment again, I'm just logging off for tonight. Like, Gabe says,
definitely.
Gabe says racial abuse into Tuanzebe's comment section again. It's disgraceful. People think their actions don't have consequences just because they're behind a screen. Is that true again? Well, you're not going to lie, Gabe.
Log off. Just log off after this because it is happening. Yeah, don't even go. Let's not even go in there. Let's not even.
Hamlet says, gentlemen, why are we not talking about the fact that after Pogba went off, Ollie could have started Van der Beek? Exactly.
Hindsight, innit? You can look at it and go, yeah, if we'd have brought him on, we might have won. What can you do?
And Yasser says, De Gea and Rashford getting blamed once again. De Gea did the right thing. No way he should come out in a crowded box. No way. And Shamrock says,
wait 1 second. There's someone. There you go. Your band. Where is he? That's it. He's banned. Hold on 1 second. Block. Boom. Piss off.
Okay, guys. I want to go on there if you don't mind.
Yeah.
Any idiot, ignorant, so-called fan that is slagging off Swansea or any coloured player for making a mistake don't deserve to watch football. Very simple. You cannot blame Swansea for what happened tonight. First of all, she's been on the pitch. If you're going to bring on somebody, bring on Matic. That's got experience closing down a game. So anyone that is slagging him off online, I say it again, you don't deserve the air you breathe. I'm done that. Sorry, guys. I had to get it out there.
I think listen, the racism. I don't listen. We don't.
Let's talk. Let's talk about it.
No, KG, no. It's tedious. So what we're gonna do is tedious. And I think the United Stand community is so strong and is so powerful that we're gonna continue to do what we set out here to do, because it's people like those racist people who want to see us stop, who want to see us falter, who want to say we've got a duty to our United Stand community here to carry on and dissect this game and talk about our football team as one. And that's what we're gonna do. I'm fucking fed up of it.
Yeah. All right. Come on, man.
Jay, listen, Liverpool play City tomorrow. Do we need to just stop looking there and start looking after ourselves a bit now and just solidify the top four, go into the FA Cup, do what we need to do? Europa League's coming, and game by game in the league, or have you still got one eye on that?
One eye on a T word, or one eye on top four?
Oh, we're not back to the T word, are we?
Oh.
I'm saying, have you? Yeah. Do you still technically have an eye on it, or have you kind of gone like, you know what?
Okay,
it is what it is now.
My view on it is the best result for us tomorrow is a draw, because then it's as you were before this weekend. That's my take on it. So tomorrow, score draw, and it's as you were. Regarding top four, we've got to take it game by game, because I think from second to sixth, any one of those teams could finish in the top four. I think it's all to play for. We're still only in February, so I think it would be remiss of us as fans to say, "Oh, top four is nailed on. Focus on the FA Cup, or God forbid, the Europa League." I think I said it before in the show, if you focus on Europa League, I think it would negate our top four chances, because we've proved time and time again, not just us, Spurs proved it as well, that the Thursday-Sunday transition, the players can't recover and play Sunday, because they're flying back late on a Thursday night or early Friday morning and then playing Sunday. The players cannot recover in time. And I don't have confidence in Ole Gunnar Solskjaer to shuffle his squad enough to warrant going hard in the Europa League. So back to your original point, KG, I think right now we've got to just take it game by game and focus on the here and now. There's a saying, guys, fool me once, fool on me. Fool me twice, fool on you. But tonight we got fooled 3 times by 2. I won't even say overrated. They're probably overrated, but only by the English press, by 2 so-called defenders. I'm going to put the question, guys, to the free seats. How many top-tier teams in Spain, in Italy, and Germany would take Maguire and Lindelof right now as a centre-back partnership?
Useless.
What the free seats say on that?
Absolutely useless.
Oh my God! Diaz and Jones haven't let in a go. I mean,
Stones.
Diaz and Stones haven't let in a goal in about 10 or 12 games.
Solid.
Like, this is you can't win the title without good defenders. You can't win, and it's ridiculous, bro. Like, and there's nothing we can do. Like, the fact what's thinking about Phil Jones is a joke. I shouldn't even be, and I need to watch some clips, because I'm like, I shouldn't even be thinking about Phil Jones. But I'm thinking about Phil Jones, bro. I'm like, wait a minute.
Yeah, but you know what's ridiculous? We're so close. We are close. Like, going forward, I'm not like the front four. We've spoken about it, and getting a right-sided player in, etc. But this centre-back needs to get resolved quickly. And once it does, I am positive that we can kind of move forward from this. But it's just the lack of urgency on the transfer front when it comes to getting this centre-back in.
Jack, how much confidence do you have in the board this summer to say, right, Maguire and Lindelof, we're not going to win a title, you're gone, you've been sold, and we buy 2 centre-backs? I've got zero confidence that happens.
Zero confidence in that.
Zero.
To be honest, Jay, what's going to happen?
That's the problem.
Yeah, to be honest, what's going to happen in the summer is we'll go and get Sancho. We'll go and spend 120 mil on Sancho. It will be this massive saga. Get Sancho in, do a little piano thing, number 7 on the back, all that. Great little...
God, no, that's Cavani's number. That's my man's number.
Not number 7, sorry, but yeah, sorry, Kev.
No, sorry, we're on about... I was going to pick KG up. We're on about signing a centre-back. 2 years ago, Ed Woodward convinced us that we were going to sign a director of football. Where is it? You know, this is supposed to be a really important role at a football club. Somebody that overlooks, let's just say Edwin van der Sar, for instance. I'd say he'd jump at that role of coming to Manchester United as director of football. That is the person that is looking for the top talent, upcoming talent, not players that are past it. Not, you know, we're Manchester United, man. We sold Cristiano Ronaldo for a world record fee at the time, 80 million to Real Madrid. And that summer we brought in, what was it, Gabriel Obertan, Michael Owen on a free transfer, and Antonio Valencia. Do you know, I know you cannot replace Cristiano Ronaldo, but I'm just trying to say this is a running trend at Manchester United. And I know it's easy. Yes, we've drawn 3-3 today and we're all pissed off. And right, let's blame the Glazers. Let's look at this and that. I'm just trying to say, as a business, whether you like that word or not, as a franchise or whatever they class it as, Manchester United, we are having the wool pulled over our eyes every summer. We are sucked into everything that we read. Last transfer window, we're getting Grealish, we're getting Sancho. No, we're not. You know, or we might get one of them. No, we didn't get any of them. You know, we ended up with Edison Cavani on a free transfer. You need to look at the way this club's being run, because from top to bottom, it is really, really, really worrying.
It's not sustainable. It's not sustainable.
Just to jump in on what you're saying, this club took the biggest risk with Edison Cavani. I think it was they didn't know they were signing quality.
That's a gamble.
It was a gamble.
Massive gamble.
And it's paid off.
It's paid off. But then look at what happens. You find a player, because Cavani's, his impact on the team is there. You can see it, you can feel it.
Agree.
He's infectious.
You go into the market, look what happens, and he's free. Free. Yeah? You go in, you get that player, brilliant. Now, Bruno, another player, you go into the market, pick him up, or he was cheaper than his value is. Bruno, try and buy Bruno now. You can't afford him. We will monitor him. We will just monitor the guy. He's not coming. Then now we're looking at the back four, same old issues. We're just not bringing in the talent. I don't understand how we allowed this to happen. Even the Gabriel player, at least he's quick enough. He was willing to come. We were in Champions League. Can you imagine not being able to sell Champions League football to this player and a better salary? He went to Arsenal, bro. This is the sham that is our club. It's disgusting. And over again, we'll make you lot know this right now. Market. Man United are not going to sign anyone you want them to sign next season.
No,
it's not happening. We're not signing him. It's not. They've already prepared you to let you know your players that you want are not coming in. And God forbid, Pogba's going to leave. I guarantee you, Grealish will not be the replacement, because it's this club and it's always run like bullshit, bro.
Brian says, not football related, but massive respect to you, Flex, for your video about the article the Sun wrote. Big up to you, mate. We're all behind you. Appreciate that, Ryan. Thank you. Always going to stand up and
I was going to say the same about that, mate. When I read that, I know you told us the other week, but when I seen it, I thought, fair play. Obviously, stick by you on that one. What an absolute shit house.
It's just unbelievable, isn't it? And then you look at our players getting racially abused, other players getting. It's just a joke. Jack Nolan says, sent CDM needed. Also, Fred Diabolical and Headless today. Anthony says our whole spine is a problem. Need a change at goalkeeper. Well, our spine, Cavani's all right, but I get what you mean. Apart from that, we need a change at goalkeeper, new centre back, a new CDM, and a top class 8 as Pogba goes. The next one here is from Anthony. He says, oh yeah, that's the same one. One from Kagiso says, I feel like Flex right now. I have no confidence that the board will back Solskjaer. Our defense is really poor. It's 1:15 here in South Africa and I can't sleep. Sorry, you got that insomnia there, bro. Moses says we need to work on our defense line, really. We give away a lot of goals, but have one defender behind the others and playing other teams on side. How many times have we done that? Keep playing people on side. The line is just not working in tangent at all. Communication is just not there. They definitely need to work on that. Mark Wright says, did Kev just open a beer? I'm not going to read the other bit, what they said you might have done. Daly says, too much pressure. Oh, we said that already. Latest member of the United Standard Members Club is Sean C. And yeah, Nathan says, none of us were complaining when Maggie and Vicky were one of the best centre-back partnerships last season. Calm down. The board will sign a centre-back this summer, says Nathan. So Nathan asking for a little bit of calm there. And Abdullah says, we need better defensive coaching. We have been defensively bad since Van Gaal days. Now, it's been very difficult, guys, because we've had a lot of home truths from today's game, and to lose it, to draw it, which feels like a loss in that manner, is tough. But I did say there would come a point in the show where we do talk about the positives, and we do talk about the players today who did their jobs. Bruno Fernandes, Edinson Cavani, Scott McTominay, I thought played well. Right wing Mason, I thought he had quite a quality game. He's starting to understand that role a little bit more, be less selfish. Marcus Rashford got into some great positions. A great assist for Cavani. To be fair, I was saying at halftime, and this is where I get frustrated. Actually, not with myself, but with where we are as a team. Because at halftime, I come on 2-0 up, and I said to Mark, "You know what? You've got to give Ollie his props, because he, people say no tactics and freestyle, whatever he's doing, and I can see why people say that. But if you think about it, he's brought in a player like Edinson Cavani, and he's changed the way that we're playing to suit the player. He's saying it publicly. He's clearly doing it in private. They're swinging in crosses more often. Cavani is being more effective in the games because of tactics. So I was really happy about that. And the fluency of I think we've been a lot more patient in that game. Now, Bruno's not just trying the Hollywood passes, trying mad passes. We're recycling the ball around the final third, keeping the other team moving. I was so impressed by our attacking play today. Jack.
Yeah, I think the overlapping runs as well. We were talking about Sean Wan-Bissaka against Southampton, but I think they have been working on that in training. And the crosses, it was. I thought Shaw played well again today.
Very well.
To be fair, going forward is not really primarily the issue. Rashford's always going to get this kind of, hate towards him for the chances that he does miss. But, that happens. And I'm not, I always stick up for Rashford when he's doing well. But there were chances today where I am frustrated. I don't dislike Rashford. I just get immensely frustrated when he's not releasing the ball quicker. But Bruno, to be honest, he kept himself in the game, and then he scores that goal, and it was just out of it. It was
what a goal! Outrageous, really,
absolutely outrageous.
Even the dummy just before that, he's just taking the pit
Wan-Bissaka. And I just think Cavani needs to play. It shouldn't even be a question. Cavani has to be our starting striker, week in, week out. Obviously, in the Europa League, as Jay said, it depends how we're going to rotate the team. But I don't kind of know what team we're going to play in the Europa League. But if we're playing Thursday, Sunday, always play Cavani in the league on the Sunday. And if we've got to put Tony in for Thursday nights, then so be it. But I think there were positive performances going forward. It was just the big defensive frailties that are the kind of hallmark here.
Yeah. Jay, what are you saying positive-wise?
I just want to jump in on Cavani. Obviously, I've made it very public that I'm a big fan of Cavani, and I was long before he signed for us. I almost thought he was that old school, ice in your veins clinical striker. Now, he may need 3 or 4 chances, right? He may need, and he's proved in other games. But tonight, guys, he is that different class of striker that we haven't had since Zlatan left.
Yeah.
Leadership, work ethic, and his work off the ball. I said previously in the show that in the final 10 minutes, he was back defending on the edge of our box and made 3 defensive clearances. Then was sprinting back to the halfway line to track back again. That is the mark of an elite player. And I wish we had 11 Edinson Cavani's and Bruno's in that team, because then we would be a title challenging team. And Jack, go back to your point there. You listed out all the players that were good. Or the only players that you didn't mention were the worst 3 in the pitch. That was Fred and the 2 sisters at the back. Guys, Fred again, was it the 65th minute? That cross that he made.
Oh,
that
just missed everyone.
Sorry, that so-called cross. I'm sorry, my 7-year-old son could cross a ball better in the box than that.
That
For
was a very
professional
nuts cross.
footballer.
That was
That's allegedly a Brazilian, and we discussed this again on the show on Tuesday night when he was taking shots from 20 yards out. He can't shoot, he can't cross. Yes, he can break up play and he can tackle.
This is what we're saying about just doing his job.
Yeah. Do your job.
You said 1-0.
Sorry.
The chance he had at 1-0, Jay. The chance he had at 1-0, Fred, where he just picked it up and it literally just looked like he has to get it on target and he just pulls it so wide. And it's absolutely
he won't. You know he won't. Flex said many times in the show, Flex said that Fred should stay in his lane.
Yes.
And I mean that. And when I say that,
with the back four.
I probably will do a KG here and say, I don't mean any disrespect. I'm not trying to listen. I like Fred at his job, which is why I think he should start nearly all the games. He's so integral in that midfield. 100%. Really, I want to see him and Pogba make a twosome and go for it and just become that. But McTominay, which we'll go on to as another positive, actually, because he's had his best scoring season now. We got to give him his flowers. He's doing really well at this moment. But the Fred thing, I don't know if it's a system thing. I just don't want him to be at the end of the moves in those attacking situations. I just don't think that he's the guy there. KG, what say you? Are you saying that we just need to get Fred working on these things?
Kev's been a bit silent. Let him get involved.
Oh, go on, Kev.
Sorry. Positives from this evening. I think we can all agree, and we've all said, I think we've got the two best left and right backs in the country, easily, possibly in the world. For me, I think Luke Shaw's form this season has been amazing. Absolutely amazing. I'd go as far as to say it's great as signing a new player. It's like having a new player at the club.
He's playing his best football, isn't he?
Oh, easily. And I remember his form running up to when he got that horrific injury. And he was United's standout player that season. He was on course to be United's player of the season. He was unbelievable. I don't know whether he's had to get over the fact of his injury, going into games thinking, pulling out of challenges, but now he seems back to his best. Wan-Bissaka and Luke Shaw, for me, pick themselves. They're a strong part of the defensive line and attacking. But again, there's just, it seems as though we're banging our heads against a brick wall every week, especially when results don't go our way. We are looking at Maguire and Lindelof. And we've all said about Eric Bailly, it'd be great if he can get into that team. We even look back, it's not even that far. That game against Aston Villa at Old Trafford, the end of the game, Eric Bailly makes that last-ditch challenge and the United players celebrated like he just scored a goal. And that was as good as scoring a goal. That protected that lead and we won that game that day. That's what Eric Bailly brings to that team. And for me, Maguire and Lindelof just do not complement each other.
KG, before you come in with your positives, just let me get these super chats. Terence says, Fletcher didn't read out my super chat. This is my second. Apologies there, Terence. There's been so many tonight. Plus, I want to get the guy's opinion, as you can see. So apologies. Look, Martial was dropped for playing poor. Man up now, Ollie, and drop Maguire and De Gea. Do what's right. Chelsea says the captaincy conundrum. I get why Ollie picked Maguire, but can we not see Shaw or McTominay as the future captain? Interesting. I don't know what you guys think about that. Salah says Mark summed it up on the match reaction. Attack won us the game and defense cost us the game. Bruno shaking his head at the end of the game said it all. Yeah, that's what I mean. Is one set of players who done their jobs and another few individuals who didn't do theirs collectively.
Literally feels like NFL, bro.
A whole new team comes on for Jack Butterworth says, I don't get everyone hating on Rashford. He worked hard today and creates a lot of chances other players wouldn't create. Just needs to be more clinical. Definitely needs to be more clinical. I agree.
Decision making as well with Rashford, I would say.
Yeah. Alex says, our centre-backs being slow isn't an excuse for how they play. Can't read the game and aren't aggressive to close the ball down and be bold. They're just so scared. And the Devil's Advocate says, go back to the age of saying attacks win you games, defence win you titles. This defence is even incapable of winning games. And Amir has a contribution there, but no words. And Mark Wright, we've read already. KG, the positives from tonight, man.
Difficult for me today to do positives because I don't really have any.
Mm.
But I'm upset. It's petulance probably. I'm gutted, man. I wanted the 3 points.
It's shit, innit? It's shit.
I wanted I was thinking about the title, and you can't. Today is like the rude awakening that you can't leak 3 goals and win a title at home. It doesn't happen anywhere in any country, in any league. You don't do shit like that. Yeah, and that's what we did today. And there's no there were so many things you could have done to not allow what happened today, and it happened. Even when you put the ball in the corner, high up in their side of the pitch, and it's in the corner and kill time. We're attacking. We're still trying to even the De Gea throw to Rashford, and then Rashford's running it, and it's like even De Gea, you got so many years in this team, you making that decision, and it almost tells player, all right, go and attack. No, guys, we need to look after this ball, kill this game, be professional.
Game management.
Game management. So I know
easy.
I understand Ollie's meant to come over criticism of what happened today. But you say to yourself, if I'm Ollie and I bring on a centre back and there's a minute to go, in my head, I want a centre back. I shored things up. That shouldn't happen. Yeah. And where Ollie maybe under some could be scrutinized is the most headed goal scored is by us and Everton, surprisingly. Everton are good in the air. Last minute, you saw what they wanted to do. And I want to talk about the positives of Bruno scoring that goal, but it's almost like ball's been thrown in the bin.
Yeah.
You can't enjoy that goal. It's like I can't enjoy it. You know what I mean? So I'm not gonna tomorrow I'll probably feel a bit better. Hopefully, I don't know what result I need to get.
Because if Man City do absolute madness, you won't feel better. I'll tell you that.
The worrying thing is if they destroy Liverpool tomorrow, and I mean convincingly,
exactly.
I think that's the moment when you go, we've missed our chance.
If it wasn't already for our own doing, because we know our own frailties that we have, and we know, look, guys, let's not get this twisted. Eric Bailly is injured. Axel Tuanzebe is not the main guy. It's going to continue to be Lindelof and Maguire. And a similar thing will happen like it did today. But like Kev said, if City go and do their thing and smash up Liverpool, it's not.
We've got to come back to Fred though. We have to now. You see what you lot were saying, and don't get me wrong, because I can't do the flip-flop thing. But what you lot were saying about other players supposed to get better in certain positions. The fact is, what we want from Scott McTominay and Fred, we want that all-in-one player almost.
I know where you're going with this.
The issue now is Fred has to go up another level. He has to. If we want to see other players play, he's the like it or not, liability in the midfield. He gets the ball in prominent positions, and he can't shoot. As soon as the ball, all of us did it at home. The ball rolled to Fred and was like, oh my God.
Yeah, I knew it. Yeah.
I was the worst player on the pitch.
If you play for Man United, minimum requirement is being able to do that. Edge of the box, we've grown up seeing that. Even Hargreaves can do that. No disrespect to Fletcher, all these players, even Phil Neville, bro. John O'Shea, utility man. Yeah. These players,
proper players
up there, they can hit it. Carrick, who never always went forward to do stuff like that, but if the ball dropped to him, bam. This defensive midfielder says, you know what? All I do is run around, I'll tackle and pass it. A short pass to somebody else and keep things. That's not good enough. Yeah. And I was criticizing. Yes, I agree. I was saying maybe it's time, cash in and get a lot of money because he's the most valuable midfielder that we have. Probably go for about 40 million plus. Yeah. And we get something right, like
apart from Pogba.
Yes. I'm saying, we're not selling Pogba. Saying, so you have this player, maybe get in, cash in, I'm bringing something wicked. They're the same issues. You would see Donny van der Beek if we had a real defensive midfielder.
So what you're actually saying is there a better player that you can buy instead of Fred in your team? The answer is yes.
Of course there is.
Yeah, there is.
And I was saying this. The funny thing, I was saying this, and I remember like last season, the fans were onto me saying, Fred is the man, Fred is the man. But today, I was laughing. I'm sitting at home and just seeing Fred, people cussing Fred on the timeline. I said, okay. And now you lot want to see what I'm saying is the glaring mistakes. And if you lot say that other players should get better and do their job, because you can't say, just do what you're good at. No, this is Man United, bro. It's not just do what you're good at. You need to go up another level. Go up a gear. Because I can say, just imagine I said that to Lindelof. Bro, just do what you're good at. What is that? If I said it to Maguire, just do what you're good at. What is that? It's not good, bro. Everyone needs to step up a level. This is Man United. When Rio came here, Roy Keane went up to him and said, yo, you're at a big club now. So whatever you was doing in the past, we need more. We require more of you, and it's not happening. I'm done, bro.
Jack, what were you going to say?
I just want to pick up on a few points. Sorry, Jack. My sincere apologies. Just in what KG was saying there, 3 things there I want to say. I don't think Fred can pick it up. I think that's Fred's level. Point 1. Point 2, I think you're doing John O'Shea a disservice. John O'Shea was a far, far superior defender than what Maguire Lindelof could ever dream of being. He never put a foot wrong for us. And point 3, we unfortunately don't have a Roy Keane figure in that club, because we had tonight. Can you imagine the vitriol and aggression going on in the dressing room tonight against the 3 players that lost us that game? Maguire, Lindelof, and also Fred, by the way. Sorry, Jack. Jack,
just do the your final thing before we wrap up.
Yeah, literally, I'll just KG's point. I think you look at other teams, and I'm going to just point a midfield out that I admire quite highly. I think Leicester, I think Tielemans or Ndidi would walk into our team, and that speaks levels about where. I think if we were to go out and get Ndidi now, there's no reason Fred. If we could get 40 mil for Fred, if you think we could get 40 mil KG, I don't think he's worth that much personally. But if we could get 40 mil for him, we cash in.
Good. He's very good. And do you know what the joke is? Tielemans was waiting for us to sign him.
Tielemans or Ndidi.
He was waiting.
Max, he came over here on a loan first, didn't he?
On a loan, and they were waiting for Man United to get in touch. We're not going to do it. And again, all these things that you lot are saying, is the board is going to be the board. So we need to get somehow Ollie needs to get the most out of this. I don't know how he fixes it, because Bailly, if he's been in a car crash, we don't know. Bailly ain't coming back for probably end of the season, bruv. Knowing Bailly, let's be honest. Now, that's why when he spoke about Phil Jones and he said, you never know when you see Phil Jones again. Listen, you never know.
Imagine. Justice says, gutted points drop. KG drop a useless for our defense tonight.
Useless.
Maybe
Absolutely useless.
Maybe we need a new defensive coach and a centre-back needed badly. Stay safe and well, guys. We definitely will stay safe. Justice, big up yourself. Colin Murphy says, should try McTominay in defence and Donny in midfield. Imagine that. McTominay's one of them players, he could play centre-half in certain types of games. He could.
Mourinho played him there, didn't he?
He did. I remember that. Yeah, I remember that. Let's just go and buy a proper centre-back. Yeah, I'm not.
No, for now.
Nah, McTominay's doing well in midfield.
They played that ball in all the time. You see that Calvert-Lewin running in with Maguire in behind?
Yeah, frightening. Do you know what I had visions of as well? When Josh King came on that pitch, all I was thinking of was Mark in my head. I'd rather bloody have Josh King than Cavani. And I just thought, he's going to score. I just had this feeling. And you know what else I hate about today's game? Remember that game last year against Southampton where Luke Shaw got injured, then Brandon Williams came on, then he got injured, and all we had to do is see it out.
The 2-2,
and Lindelof lost his man on the back post and they scored in the last second. Very similar to that. And it just shows we're not learning.
It's Groundhog Day.
Maguire are shit, bruv. Together, they are shit. So sorry. I've been holding it in. I can't hold it in anymore. Them two, every single time. Europa League, Champions League, any league, bruv. They will ruin it, bruv.
FA Cup semi-final.
Bruv. They are rubbish.
Hey,
Take the
KG.
one man right off him, bruv. I'm pissed off, bruv. Nah, bruv. Do you know how long I've been sitting here like, oh my hand? No. They are shit, bruv. Both of them, bruv. Look in the mirror, bruv, and just piss off, bruv. I'm sorry, bruv. I've had enough, bruv. I couldn't hold it, bruv. We went over 1 minute 4, fam. I'm sorry. That's it.
KG, somebody tweeted me after the match and said, we need a Gary Pallister and a Steve Bruce. And I said, I'd take them now, put the boots on them and get them to Old Trafford. There'd be an upgrade on what we've got.
They are shit, bro. And I listen, if they clip this and they see it, just remember that you are dead. I'm tired. I'm done. I'm
Guys,
so
We go again. Tuesday night, I think, West Ham, tough game, FA Cup.
Yeah.
There's no hiding here.
Lie down. He lied down, you know. Can you imagine? I'm captain. I'm getting out of here. I'm done. You lot, see you later, bro.
See you later, peeps. He's actually gone. He's actually gone. We are out of here, guys. Take care.